I'm Al Bacon, and I would like to welcome you to my Let's Fix It Right channel for easy and straightforward solutions for your home improvement, maintenance, and repair needs and projects. And this is my faithful assistant Cody, who will help us get this project right with his dogged determination and helpful project tips. In this episode, Cody and I will show you how to measure and cut a post-to-post stair handrail perfectly using my sliding jig design. Staircase carpenters consider this a post-to-post handrail where we are connecting the handrail to a large box newel at the bottom of the staircase and to another newel or a rosette wall plate here on this end of the wall structure. This was my first attempt at this project. Using my measuring, cutting, and installing techniques in this video, you will be able to achieve similar professional results on your first attempt as well. Please note that my Let's Fix It Right channel also features building and installing a wall-mounted stair handrail in episodes 67 and 68. The tools and equipment I used for this project included this compound miter saw shown here next to my worthy assistant, Cody. Other tools that I used included a nail gun, 1 1/4 inch brads, Carpenters Angle measuring tool, and clamps. My poplar newel from Home Depot cost $128. So when working with expensive material like this, I strongly recommend that you use the best saw blades available. In my opinion, Diablo blades are the best industry has to offer. Their strong, long-lasting teeth provide exceptionally accurate and dependable performance with very thin and precise cuts. For a link to competitive pricing for the Diablo blades and these other tools and material items, go to the description below and select Show More. My unfinished poplar handrail from Home Depot cost $16 per foot or $128 for the total handrail. Consequently, I wanted to ensure that my first cut was perfect. Most importantly, I didn't want to have to purchase a second handrail because I cut the first one too short. This was my original roughed-in builder-grade stairwell and handrail leading into my basement. As you come down here to a landing and make a 180-degree turn, there's another short set of stairs into the basement. This is my stairwell upgrade. This is the final result of my handrail installation with its connecting balusters. As you can see, its beautiful appearance blends in perfectly with the upper wall, upper stairs, and stair skirt. This is the sliding jig that I designed and built to capture the exact dimensions of my handrail and facilitate a perfect first-time cut of this handrail to save money on material. This is the adjustable end of the jig, which I can easily secure with 1, 2, or 3 clamps. I captured the staircase angle here and replicated it on this end of the sliding jig as well as the other end. On the fixed end of the jig, I permanently nailed it together with my nail gun loaded with short 1 1/4 inch brads. And I secured the moving side of the jig with short brads nailed up from the bottom of the jig. As you can see, this enables the adjustable surface to easily slide back and forth. Lastly, I would like to mention that the height of the jig replicates the vertical height or thickness of the stairwell stock. In addition, this line replicates the vertical height of the handrail stock as well. Altogether, it only took a few minutes to build this simple sliding handrail jig. From a view outside the stairwell, this is what the sliding handrail jig looks like after moving it from the bench to its initial setup on the stairwell. And this is what the jig looks like from the stairs. And as I mentioned before, this line represents the vertical thickness and top of my handrail. Lastly, it's important for you to set up your jig in accordance with the standard building code height requirements for a handrail. Per Cody's tips, stair handrails must be between 34 to 38 inches in height according to residential building codes. Information that I obtained from the internet shows if your house or stairwell was built prior to 2022, you can measure this height anywhere on the stair tread. If it was built in 2022 or after, take this measurement from the nose of the stair tread. If you're not sure about your codes, I recommend that you check with your local county or municipality building office, or go with a 34 to 38 inch measurement from the nose of your stair tread to be safe. As you can see, the jig is in place and meets the 34 to 38 inch height requirement for a handrail. The next step is to capture the angle of incidence for our cut to the upper and lower edges of the handrail. And this is actually the same angle that I use for the sliding jig's upper and lower edges. Next, I transferred this angle to the compound miter saw. So with the angle set on the saw, we'll set up our handrail stock on the compound miter saw here. And to do that, I like to clamp this in place so the flat portion of the stock is perpendicular, totally or flush with the guide on the back. That way we get a nice perpendicular cut. So we've got that in there. Also, it's a safety factor, and we'll ensure that we're perfectly aligned across here, and we are. So we're ready to make our cut. Next, I move the sliding jig to my bar to transfer the jig's length to my handrail stock. On this end, I purposely added a small amount of length for safety reasons. You can always cut some off, but you can never add it back. Consequently, I added 2 thicknesses of these drafting triangles for a safety factor. Okay, so I have it set up here on the table saw, and I have an initial alignment. I've already provided a safety factor of almost up to 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to provide myself a little bit more. So I'm purposely cutting this too long. That's our cut. I've got it in place, and as predicted, it is a little bit too long, and that's goodness here. So we want to make sure we can bring this down. So I'll shave off about a blade thickness at a time until this thing is exactly placed. As I get closer, I may take a 1/2 blade thickness off. So we'll continue these cuts until I get this exactly right. With these 2 additional iterative cuts, the handrail is precisely fitted at this time. Our project is a total success. This completes this episode, where Cody and I showed you how to measure and cut a post-to-post stair handrail perfectly the first time without any waste using my sliding jig.